Okay, good morning class. So at this point we are looking at geometry. And for homework we have pages 7 and 8, but we have not completed page 6 yet anyway, not so? Yes. We completed 5 yesterday. Huh? So we only the first one. We are on page 6. I know, because yesterday we spoke about it and you guys said that was the last one on page 5. Otherwise I would have named it 5A. Okay. So we're on page 6. Just let me know as we're moving through the booklet, okay? Right, so in page 6C, in the diagram BA is parallel to CD. So if BA is parallel to CD, BA is parallel to CD, what can be concluded? Chrissy, is that good for you? People, if those lines are parallel, what can be concluded? Can you use corresponding, alternate and co-interior. Okay. So, right, with that in mind, we can see that is corresponding, so those angles are equal. We can say that is co-interior, not so? And so on and so on. Okay, there's a Z also that's being formed there if needed, and so on. Then we are told that NGA is theta, and H in G is theta minus 20, and BHF is 6 theta. Calculate the size of theta. So what I need to do is I need to set up an equation, okay, so that we can solve for theta. You guys understand? So what I'm going to go is that what I already said here, that is a 6 theta, and this is of course 180 minus theta. Then I can go with angles on a straight line, and there's my equation I'll be setting up. You guys understand? Otherwise, I could have said this is vertically opposite, so that's 1 over 6 theta. This is 180 minus theta because the angle's on a straight line, and then sum in triangles. So there's 2 ways in which I can solve that. I'm sure there's more than that as well. Okay? You guys understand? Or do you guys have something easier than that? Yes, Michael? You said yes? HI? H? H1? Okay, let me just take this. I can't see what you're talking about. Okay, yes, H1 is vertically opposite, yes? Wow, even easier. You guys see that? Well done, Michael. What's your name? Okay, that's one, huh? Princess. So it's going to be a 6 theta. Why? Vertically opposite. You see what I told you guys yesterday? That there will come times where you see things easier, or you'll find a shorter method in what I do. Why? You guys are younger than me, not so? Alright, so you guys should be doing better than me at maths. Okay. So let's go with this one. She said that your vertically opposite angle, your exterior angle is equal to your interior opposite, the sum of the interior opposite. Not so? So we're now going to say theta is equal to 1 over 6 theta plus theta minus 20. Why? Because that's exterior angle of triangle. And it's triangle NHG. So what I do is I take thetas on one side and everything else on the other. Not so? So it's going to be theta minus 1 over 6 theta minus theta is equal to negative 20. That cancels, not so? So negative 1 over 6 theta is equal to negative 20. How do I solve for theta now? Multiply it throughout with negative 6 negative 6. Not so. This is going to give us now what? That of course cancels. So it's theta is equal to negative times negative is positive. 6 times 20 is 120. So theta is going to be 120 degrees. Okay, Michael, sit up straight. Is it lesson boring for you? Not boring. Okay. You get the sum right? Nice, I like it. Alright. Any confusion, people? No. Right. Thanks once again there for Princess. What are we going to do without Princess? Many things. Okay, nice. Okay, I know there's a line through it. It's supposed to have been an asterisk there, no? Not a line. Because it's a bit... So if you didn't answer it, it's fine, but I'll explain it anyway how it works, okay? But I doubt it will be in your exam. Okay? So that's a bit... the level is a bit higher. But okay, no problem. We are told that in the diagram, PU is parallel to QS. People, if those lines are parallel, what do we know? We can go with alternate. We can go with that's co-interior, sorry. Could have gone with alternate, yes. Co-interior, corresponding. Or that going that way, not so. And vertically opposite, the lines are parallel. I'm talking about the lines that are parallel. What can we say from that? And here as well, the is your corresponding angles. Why am I going specifically highlighting that? Is because of that angle. Can you see that, people? Then we are told that P in R is Y, and in QR in R. Where am I reading now? In RQ is 4x plus 5, and UST is going to be 4x minus 65. Express Y in terms of x. So we must have Y is equal to something, but that expression must have an x in it. Not so. So we know we're going to use what? Co-interior. You see that, people? So Y is equal to 4x plus 5 degrees. Why? Because it's co-interior angles. With PU being parallel to. And there we have expressed Y in terms of x. Can you see that? We got Y in terms of x. Sorry? What do you say, Michael? That's it. Okay. Because what's the question? The question says express Y in terms of x. So Y is equal to 4x plus 5. We have Y as a subject of the formula and is equal to an expression involving x. Sorry? Oh, is that what you asked? Oh, sorry. If x is not equal, you must say why. Oh, is that what you're asking? I'm thinking, why you ask something like that? Here we go. That angle y plus 4x plus 5 equals 180. Right. Now they want y in terms of x. So let's make y the subject of the formula, not so. So y is equal to 180 minus 4x minus 5, which gives you 175 minus 40. There we go. Now it makes sense, no? Yes. You'll give me a shock. Right, let's look at number 2. No, number n. Number 2. It says if x is equal to, can you all see under that line? Eh? If x is equal to 30 degrees, show that NR is parallel to US. NR is parallel to why? In R, not in U. Anyway. People, if those lines were parallel, if this line was given parallel, then what could we have concluded? That corresponding angles would have been equal. Not so. I think I marked that equal earlier on. Eh? I couldn't have. Why? The lines weren't parallel. For my mistake, I saw it to be parallel. It's not parallel. Okay. I'm making a lot of mistakes on the sum. No? Yes, okay. I think I'll just slow it down a bit. Okay. So again, we ask ourselves, if x equal to 30, then show that NR is parallel. NR is parallel to US. So the question is, if NR was parallel to US, then what could we have concluded? We could have concluded that R1 is equal to angle UST. No? Now, in order, or we could have said that this angle here is equal to that angle there, corresponding that if line that way. Correct? If the lines were parallel. Now, in order to prove that those lines are parallel, I in actual fact prove now that that angle is equal to that. You understand? Because look at it this way. Are these angles alternate? Yes. It's alternate. Even if that is 50 and that is 90. It's still alternate. But are they equal? No. When will they be equal? The lines were parallel. Right. Now, if we look at this, if that was 20 and that was 20, are they alternate? Yes. Are the lines parallel? Yes. Why? Because the angles are equal. The fact that these angles are indeed equal, that's what makes these lines parallel. You understand? Because I look at it this way. If this was parallel and that was 20, then what's the size of that angle? 20. It has to be 20. Why? So the lines are parallel. So the reverse, the converse is true. If the angles are equal, then these lines indeed are parallel. You guys understand? That is why he took that out. No? You're supposed to have to put the asterisk there. You show that it's just out of your syllabus. You don't need to know this. So if it just make you confused, no problem. Don't worry about it. It won't come in your exam. Okay? But the rest of us, I'm sure you guys would like the challenge now and then. Again, it won't come in any exam. Okay? So how do we answer this question? What we do is I say, okay, if x is equal to 30 degrees, I'm going to go with the relationship between that angle and that angle. Okay, to make that if. Okay, that corresponding angles. So we say, okay, UST, angle UST is equal to 4 multiplied by what is x? 30 minus 55. There you go. So 4 times 30 minus 55. 65. Okay? Will give you 55. Yeah, I'm thinking of the answer already. Is it I couldn't see it. So it's going to be 55. Did I use geometry there to substitute? Have I used geometry? No, I haven't. So do I need a reason? No. Can you see that, people? So what's the size of this angle here? 55. So if I can prove this angle is 55, If I can prove R1 is 55, I've done my job. You guys understand? So, how are we going to get R1? We need to know what the size of this angle is. Not so. So Q Rn is equal to 4 multiplied by 30 plus 5. 4 multiplied by 30 is 120. Not so. Plus 5 is 125. Do we need a reason there? No. So this is 125. How am I going to calculate R1? Angles on a straight line. Okay, so you're going to go with angles on a straight line. So angle R1 is equal to 180 minus 125, which is 55. You could have written at the bottom, of course. Okay. Why? That's a straight line. Okay. So what do you notice now, people? What do you notice? They're the same. So if they're the same, what can we conclude? The lines are parallel. And this is how we write it out. We state the obvious. We say since angle R1 is equal to UST, which is equal to 55 degrees. That is what is obvious to us. Okay? Since that is the case, you can conclude, therefore, what day was it? NR is parallel to US. Why? Because the corresponding angles are equal. Okay. Beautiful sound, eh? Okay, it takes a lot of practice to answer this. Okay. And when you come to grade 10 and 11, this is what geometry comes to. Okay, half of your geometry section comes to this. Okay, so it's nice exposure now already for what is to come. Okay. Alright, so let's carry on with the lines. Sorry about making that mistake in that summary. You're on page 7. Alright. Right, so now we're looking at the geometry of 2D shapes, which mainly deals with triangles. Okay. So the question says, calculate the size of theta in each case. How are you going to calculate theta here? Sum in triangles. So it's going to be theta plus 43 plus 69 equals 180. Why? Sum of triangles. That means triangle ABC. Yes? Sorry? You don't have to say this. Even if there's more than one triangle, you don't have to say it. Okay? If you leave that out, you're not going to lose anything. Okay? So theta is equal to 180 minus 43 minus 69. So 180 minus 43 gives you 17 minus 4 is 13, 137. Is that correct? Minus 69 gives you 12, it's 6, 68. Who got 68 degrees? Okay. I don't feel so bad. Okay. Feeling better about myself. Napumla? You got it?
No, sir.
What did you write?
I wrote minus 60 instead of minus 60.
Minus 60. So you got an answer of 60, huh?
77.
77. Okay. You'd have lost the marks, no? But then again, you don't want all your marks, no? Yes?
If you got the calculation wrong, but you got the reason,
You lose a mark. You see, geometry is a bit different, man. The way we mark geometry is different. You can only get your a reason mark if your statement is correct or your answer is correct. Okay. So if your statement is wrong and your reason is right, you lose both marks. That's how we mark geometry. Okay. People, how do we do B? So I'm in triangles. Not so. So let's go. So it'll be 32 degrees plus 28 degrees plus theta is equal to 180. Why? Sum of triangles. And this triangle ABC. It's just a habit for me to write it all the time. Okay. So that is simply going to be theta is equal to 180 minus 32 minus 28. So that is 60. So it's going to be 120. You all okay with that, people? Yes. C. People, what do you notice about BC and CA? Both this? 7. Which means to say what? They are equal. Not so? So if these lines are equal, what do we know about B? B is going to be angle B, theta. Why? Why is B theta? These are angles, yes. Opposite, equal sides. Beautiful. Now what? Now what can we say? Sum in triangles, not so. So theta plus 90 is equal to 180. Why? Sum of triangles, and this triangle ABC. Theta plus theta, 2 theta equals 180. 180 minus 90, which is 90 degrees. Divided by 2. The theta works out to be 35. I forgot to send you the memo, no? Of yesterday's class test. I'll sort it out today. Okay. Right, you guys understand? Next. D. How are you going to work out theta in this case? Exterior angle of triangle equal to the sum of the 2 interior. Okay. So theta is equal to 75 plus 36. Why? Is the exterior angle of triangle, and is triangle ABC. So it's going to give us 11. Not 1, 1, 1. Yeah, 1, 1. You're right. No? You all agree with that? Yes, sir. 111 degrees. People, E. I'm going to calculate E in this case. Again, exterior angle of a triangle, which is equal to the sum of the 2 interiors. So theta is equal to 73 degrees plus 43. That is exterior angle of triangle equal to the sum of the 2 interior opposite, and it's triangle ABC. Gives you an answer of 116. Okay. If so angle P is equal to angle, yes, angle R, which is equal to Q, which is equal to theta. Why is all these angles theta? Because it's an equilateral triangle. The equilateral triangle all sides are equal and all angles are equal. So theta plus theta adds up to what? 3 theta, which is equal to 180. Why? Sum of triangles. And this triangle PQ. Okay. Theta plus theta. 3 theta is equal to 180. Divided by 3. You know answer? 60 degrees. Okay. Yes. Did you mention the fact that it's equilateral triangle? You will lose one more. Okay, are you willing to lose one more? Then you must write it in. Yes, Michael. Probably yes. We would accept that more than the other one. Okay. You're gonna just say theta is 60 equilateral triangle. But you can't say theta is 60 because some in triangles. Because I think the fact that it's equilateral triangle, you have to mention that first. Okay. Maybe another teacher will mark it different also. Yes? Sorry? We're on page 8 now. Okay, thank you. Right, so I must stop the video and start the new one. Okay.